This mini project was prepared in order to study the separation technology in the chemical process industry. For our project, the production of orange juice was chosen for this case study. Orange fruit are needed as the primary ingredients for the orange juice. The oranges will undergo several processes before the desired orange juice can be produced, which include in the overall flavor and consistency of the juice, including water, sugar, organic acids, and flavor compounds.
Prepared in order to study the separation technology in the chemical process industry. Thus, the extraction process of orange juice was chosen for this case study in which orange juice will be produced as the product. Therefore, the oranges are needed as the primary ingredients. The oranges will undergo several processes before the desired orange juice can be produced, which include in the overall flavor and consistency of the juice, including water, sugars, organic acids, and the flavor compounds. For the first process, the oranges will go through peeling process that's separating the waste, which is the orange peels. Oranges have thick peels which contain bitter resins that must be carefully separated in order to avoid tainting the sweeter juice. The juice will then undergo enzymatic machine before it is filtered to reduce the insoluble solid from the juice. Due to its low pH, which is around 4, orange juice has some natural protection from bacteria, yeast, and mold growth. However, pasteurization also inactivates certain enzymes which cause the pulp to separate from the juice. This enzyme-related clarification is one of the reasons why fresh juice has a shelf life of only a few hours. Juice is commonly concentrated with a piece of equipment known as thermally accelerated short-time evaporator. This evaporator uses steam to heat the juice under vacuum and force water to be evaporated. The clarified juice containing the volatile flavorings is concentrated by reverse osmosis. Then the concentrate and the pulp are recombined to produce the appropriate juice concentration. When the juice processor is ready, concentrate is pulled from several storage batches and blended with water to achieve the desired sugar to acid ratio, color, and flavor. Proper blending of juice concentrate and other flavor fractions is necessary to ensure the final juice product achieve a high quality flavor.
Food processing industry is one of the major industry in the world. Nowadays, the technology in food processing have improved, enabling the factory to handle mass produce and make multiple final products such as fruit juice, concentrate, and even refrigerated products under one roof. By using proper equipment, certain nutrition can also be added into the fruit juice in order to increase the fruit to increase the quality of the products manufactured. For your information, a single orange contains over 70 milligrams of vitamin C, which is over 100% of the daily dose required in human diet. Before the fruits are extracted, the fruits was first washed and salted so that only the good oranges are used for the juice making. Extracting is a process to extract water from the fruit or is also known as juicing process. The machine will squeeze the orange using two cups, which is the lower and the upper cups. Then the holes is cut into the fruit, allowing the juice to be pressed out and the insoluble solid to be removed. The advantage of using this kind of machine is the oranges does not have to be cut first before entering the juice extractor. Then the juice will flow into an equipment called the enzymatic machine, which will expose the juice to an enzyme which is called peptinase. Peptinase will clarify the juice and allow the extraction column to extract more juice from the orange.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi, my name is Ain Idina Najia binti Sukri, and I would like to explain about filtration and pasteurization process. Okay, filtration is commonly the mechanical or physical operation which used for separation of solid from liquids. Fluid that passes through is called filtrate. By dissolving mixture in chosen solvent, one component will go into solution and pass through the filtrate, while the other will be retained. This is one of the important technique used to purify compounds. Based on flow diagram, after the juice is filtrate, it may be concentrated, which reduces the size of juice by a factor of 5, making it easier to transport and increasing its expiration date. Juices are concentrated by heating under vacuum to remove water and then cooling to around at 13 degrees Celsius. About 2/3 of water is removed. Juice is then later reconstituted, which concentrate is mixed with water and other factors to retain any lost flavor from the concentrated process. Juices can also be sold in a concentrated state, in which the consumer adds water to the concentrated juice as preparation. Okay, next for pasteurization process. Pasteurization is the process of heat processing a liquid or a food to kill pathogenic bacteria to make the food safe to eat. The use of pasteurization is to kill pathogenic bacteria as help to reduce the transmission of diseases. During pasteurization process, flash pasteurization was used, which involved a high temperature, short time treatment, in which purable products are heated for 3 to 5 seconds to a temperature that destroys harmful microorganisms. After heating, the product is cooled and packaged. Most drink boxes and pouch use this pasteurization method as it allows extended unrefrigerated storage while providing a safe product. Sometimes, higher temperatures are applied for a shorter period of time. Based on flow diagram, the juice from the filtration will send into pasteurization in order to kill pathogenic bacteria. The juice, which contain water and pulp, will send into the pasteurization and then fill into containers, often while still hot. If the juice is poured into a container while hot, it is cooled as quickly as possible. Packages that cannot stand heat, sterile conditions for filling. Chemicals such as hydrogen peroxide can be used to sterilize containers, as it has low pH, about 4. Orange juice has some natural protection from bacteria, yeast, and mold growth. However, pasteurization is still required to further retard spoilage. Pasteurization also inactivates certain enzymes which cause the pulp to separate from the juice, resulting in an aesthetically undesirable beverage. This enzyme-related clarification is one of the reasons why fresh squeezed juice has a shelf life of only a few hours. Flash pasteurization minimizes flavor changes from heat treatment and is recommended for premium quality products. Thank you.
Process is a process come after pasteurization process.
Evaporation refers to a process of heating up the liquid to remove waste as a vapor. When this evaporation process been done, concentration product of orange will produce at the bottom of the tank. This concentrate will separate into two, which as concentrate and as orange juice. Now I would like to show you on the process flow diagram. This is a process flow diagram of evaporator and a mixture. Water and pulp that come from pasteurization will enter evaporation tank. Then it will produce concentrate. This concentrate will divided into two, which it can be 100% concentrate that went to bottling, and another one will go into the mixture. Is used to produce orange juice. In order to produce orange juice, we need to have water. So the water from evaporator is used by recycle to preserve the taste in order to maintain the taste and sweetness of the orange juice. That's all.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Jaja Nubajan Putri. I will proceed my presentation. I will present about factor why we choose orange juice. The factor is vitamin C. Orange juice has high vitamin C. As you know, vitamin C has their own benefits. For example, vitamin C has effective nutrient, uh, which is it prevents more serious complication and also protecting our health from cardiovascular cancer, stroke, and so on. But it also have some factor that affect the vitamin C content of citrus fruit. Vitamin C level depend on some factor which is production factor and climate condition. High nitrogen fertilizer which can lower vitamin C level. Area with cool night produce citrus fruit with higher vitamin C level better than hot tropical area produce fruit with lower level of vitamin C. Environmental conditions that increase the acidity of citrus fruit also increase vitamin C level.
Equipment design for extraction column. This column is to extract flavor orange and to maintain the natural taste of the fruit. Liquid extraction has been used from orange essential oil to optimize the recovery of aroma. Typical orange aroma contains 13% of ethanol, acetaldehyde, ethyl acetate, acetal, and ethyl butyrate. This process is fed with 120 kg mixture of orange oil and orange juice. 90% of orange oil going out into distillation column. The 50 kg of pure water added. Only 10% of pure water will go into distillation column. 110 kg of 90% orange oil and 10% of pure water is extracted from extraction column. For distillation column is the next process to recover the juice flavor lost during evaporation. This is especially for juices with large international consumer markets such as orange juice. Orange juice has large scale. The recovery of flavor compounds from vapor phase during the juice concentration is usually performed by batch distillation. This distillation column is fed with 110 kg containing 90% of orange oil and 10% of pure water. The product that continues the next process is 99 kg of the orange oil, while 11 kg of pure water will go out as bottom product. 99 kg of orange oil will undergo mixing process with the orange oil that has been extracted. My name is Nur Ismazati Akmal binti Muhammad Kamal. I will explain about the factor that enhance the production rate. The first factor is the process of extraction. Extraction needs to crush the orange. Next, the enzyme used in this production is pectinase. The enzyme pectinase can change to enzyme amylase. There are minor difference between enzyme pectinase and enzyme amylase that can be neglected. It both have the same effect. Instead of using pectinase, amylase has low cost in industry and easy to purchase. Next, filtration. Juice stream should be cleaned in to reduce treated volume and increase throughout. The best filter is by using rotary vacuum filter because the juice passes into the rotary drum through the filter bed is constantly renewed by scraping the spent material of the surface after a rotation. Rotary vacuum filter also minimize clogging. Next, pasteurization. The pasteurization used is fresh pasteurization. Fresh pasteurization is to produce fruit juice. Selection of the product include level of load pre-pasteurizing. Flash pasteurization minimize product recirculation when the pasteurization is in divert mode. Next, the evaporation. In evaporation, there are heat treatment. Heat treatment is to avoid any detrimental effects on the flavor and appearance of the product. In evaporation also, they have introduced short-term higher temperature pasteurization to eliminate microorganisms and denature the enzyme. The evaporator used in this production is multi-stages.
To a successful separation by liquid-liquid extraction at the extraction column in order to increase the production rate. The first criteria is distribution coefficient. The higher the distribution coefficient, the lower the solvent required. Distribution of the orange oil must be highest in order to lower the amount of water as solvent used. Next is selectivity. The selectivity of the orange oil should be higher than pure orange juice. Third is insolubility of solvent. The solvent should have low solubility in the feed solution. Otherwise, the separation is not clean. In this process, water as solvent used has low solubility, causes more orange oil extracted at the extraction stream. Next is recoverability. In this process, distillation was used. The water as solvent formed no azeotrope with the extracted solute, and mixture shown high relativity volatility. Next is density. Water and orange oil have large difference in density in order to permit high capacity in the equipment. Besides that is chemical reactivity. The solvent should be stable chemically and inert toward the other component of the system and toward the common material of the construction. In other words, only physical reaction occur. In fact, water as solvent used in this process is chemically stable. Then is viscosity, vapor pressure, and freezing point. Water as solvent used has low viscosity, causes easy in conducting, and higher boiling point makes it difficult to vaporize. This is also important in distillation process where orange oil has lower boiling point than water, make it easy to vaporize flow to distillation stream. Last but not least, availability and cost. Water used as solvent requires only little cost and easy to purchase.